Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Beyond Babbitt. This is your host, Brian Anthony, reporting for duty. Well, what are you going to do today, Babbitt? Try and take over the world. Same thing we do every day. Babbitt. So, hello, everyone. All right, Mike Bennett. Glad you could make it. Hello, Joe Berlin. We got some important news, guys. I've loaded in the bottom an article and a video. So, something's happening this week. And it's not what they're telling us. So, the news announced, I'm sure you've all heard, I didn't even load this one, but President Trump decides to close down the federal government on the 5th, which is 2 days from now, on Wednesday, December the 5th, D5, if you're familiar with what Q has been saying. And the reason he's giving is he's saying everybody gets the eligibility. Right. He's saying that everybody is going to mourn for Bush Sr., 41, which happens on the 5th. Even the stock market is going to be closed on the 5th. Okay, so I didn't even load that since that's on regular news. So now if you've been keeping up a queue again, D5 is when they're supposed to start arresting people. Yeah, like the Clintons and others. So the article I loaded says this: the 305th deploys to Guantanamo Bay. Gitmo, you know, where we have terrorists, where you can also have military tribunals. And it's saying more than 100 members of the 305th, yeah, maybe, more than 100 members of the 305th are deployed to Gitmo, and it's a 400-day deployment. 400 days. It's 365 days in the year, at least what they tell us. And that's awfully long. We have some major operations going on, guys. So just those two pieces of news alone would be enough for concern. Some other news that I probably won't get to yet, but then again I may. So now Friday, so the 5th is on Wednesday. Friday is the 7th. The federal government, Congress faces a shutdown. That's the deadline to approve the wall. Yeah, exactly. So it says Congress faces a Friday deadline to avoid a government shutdown. If they don't approve the funding for the wall, the government will be shut down Friday. It's 2 shutdowns in 1 week. Wednesday, Friday. A deployment to Gitmo. Let's connect the dots. Something's happening. Something's happening. I got a chance to check out Mark Fugel this morning. He had 2 callers from Texas, Big Mike and another guy by Dyess, 2 miles from Dyess Air Force Base. Big Mike led with the story. He ran across some guys, and I know the location where he said he was. He named Highway 51. I know exactly where that was. Been there before. He said he ran into a military convoy filling up, and they said they've been deployed to North Texas, not the border. From where we are to get to the southern border, 6 or 7 hour drive. They've been deployed to North Texas. I'm like, uh-oh. And actually where they are, it's even more. It's probably an 8 hour drive to get to the southern border. And then they were saying they were kind of nervous because they said, what did they say? Nuclear devices were missing from a military base in Texas. The other guy, name was Mike, also called in, and he was in Abilene. That's a couple of hours west of Fort Worth, by the Air Force Base. And he talked to some guys, and he said he asked about the old hot musket, and the look on their face changed. He said Abilene is a military town, and there are towns like that. The majority of everyone there is military, church, family, all the yeah, exactly. And I think it's like 2 or 3 nuclear devices. They're not saying bombs, they're saying devices missing. So you got troops deployed over here that's not close to Abilene. And then this guy's saying that he confirmed it. He said they didn't tell him. They said something went missing from the base. They didn't tell him. But he said when Mike said nuclear, he said he could agree because the guys was like, something went missing, something big. We have 2 shutdowns coming this week. This could be a bad week. This could be a really bad week. As we predicted, someone predicted with the news we had other day on the show we did other day that the stocks would rally today. As soon as the market opened, everything rallied. Silver was up. Gold was up. Oil was up. The Dow Jones was up. Exactly, Mike Bennett. Get right with God. And the Dow went as high as 400. It soared as high as 400 points. It's been up that high today. Last I checked, it was 2 and some change up, still up. And this is off the news that Trump and Xi made the little deal that they made. But we have some serious things going on, guys. How long do we have? See, the thing that scares me, with 2 shutdowns looming. Matter of fact, in the video that I posted down below, Cindy Garay, she says somebody's told her that they don't think Bush is dead. Think he's went to the underground bunker. If we start hearing more politicians and things like this all of a sudden dying, maybe they are escaping, going to the underground bunkers, trying to get away because they know what's happening. Yesterday, there's a comet that's accompanying Nibiru, right, in the bunker. There was a comet accompanying Nibiru that flew between the moon and the earth, the closest flight ever. So we're seeing things in the sky. It could be something that's about to hit the ocean, or it could be, right, alien leaders, exactly, cold as ice. Or it could be the missing devices that can do a tsunami bomb. That's what else I wanted to tell you. The video I loaded below, Cindy Garay, there's an independent journalist tracking this. I don't know where she got the information. She played his video. He's on YouTube as well, but she didn't say his name. He said there's a tsunami coming to hit Alaska in 2 days from today. That would put us on December the 5th. D5. And she's contacted people in Alaska. No one has heard that. They're carefree. Look at this. Fix it. Okay. Weapon system program missing? Yeah, it could be. They said nuclear devices. So we don't know if it's nuclear material. Something's missing. We could speculate that the something's wrong with the earthquake, the 7.0 magnitude that hit Alaska. Could be. So something's wrong with the earthquake that hit Alaska. There's a tsunami coming to Alaska. It's out in the ocean now. It's coming, and he's tracking it on some type of system. He's giving it 2 days. D5, December 5th. Same day that the government is shutting down to celebrate the 41st. His death. Celebrate his life and death. more like celebrating his death. And then there's another shutdown looming on Friday because of the funding. They're fighting over build the wall or not. And you're not going to believe this, guys, but I just so happened to run across a video from a Plain Truth. And he found a cartoon. Is it a cartoon? A comic or a cartoon. And it says, Trump is the president. The cartoon or this comic, whatever it was, came out in 1990. 1990. Trump is the president, and he was fighting to build a wall. I'm like, 1990? I'm like, they playing us, man. This is even before the Illuminati card game came out. You know Trump is in the card game, like 2 or 3 cards. I'm like, they're playing us, dude. 1990, a comic strip came out talking about Trump trying to build a wall and civil unrest. Well, this is it, guys. This is the last month of the year. Last month of the business cycle. You know, every 7 to 10 years, booms and busts. So this year, according to the business cycle, this month, it has to crash. No one's ever beat the business cycle. This is the 10th year. The 7th year would have been 2015, and they managed to pump it up, keep it going. This is the 10th year. No one's ever beat it. So we'll see if we can beat it. And also, oh man, the last caller, and I'll probably do another video about this. The last caller on Marfugal had ran across Skynet. Now I'm trying to remember, was Skynet the one, was that on the Terminator? Or was it on the one with Tom Cruise in it? Anyway, the Skynet, you can't Google it. It won't come up. The movie will come up. You have to go to, he said you go to another search engine and put in Skynet. It's already ready, guys. The Internet of Things, you know, I started talking about that probably this summer, several months ago. I haven't talked about it in a while. But IoT is where everything is on the internet. Everything. You are on the, oh, the Terminator. Okay. So it's active. It's also a cryptocurrency included with it. And also you can somehow plug it in your body. This is it, guys. That's the mark of the beast. That's the system. That is the system. So your car, your clothes, your shoes, your food, everything is on the Skynet. Everything is on the internet, has a value. Yes. Even you're on the internet. Internet of Things. And when everything goes dark and they come back up with 5G, they're going to turn off. Even if you have $1 million in greenbacks, it's not going to be any good. You're going to have to turn it in and take this mark if you want to continue to be wealthy. This is it, guys. This is what we've been reading about. It's what we've been hearing about. And it's real. And it's real. So the Economist magazine, I know that's right, Mac Bennett. We can't take it. If you take it, kiss your soul goodbye. But they're going to make life difficult. Well, the 5th is shut down for the quote-unquote funeral. Soldiers deployed to Gitmo. And then Friday, I believe, is the 7th. That's the deadline. If they don't approve the so-called wall, then it shuts down. See, that's the perfect time. That's the perfect time for the government to shut down. All the Senate and the House and governors and everybody else. Trump, hideout, underground bases. All the leaders are over there right now at the G20, shaking hands, you know, discussing the plan, how they're going to They keep sending the army, the migrant army. We're going to be busy trying to fight them off. They might set off a nuke somewhere, start a tsunami. You know, the $100 bill shows where New York is going underwater. Yeah, devil dog, there's a difference, though. There's a difference. The economists predicted 30 years ago that 2018 will be the last year for all fiat currencies. All of them are on fire. Every last one of them is on fire on the magazine cover. And the phoenix is standing on top of them with a cryptocurrency on his chest. That's the difference. If it shuts down this time, they want people to think, oh, it's just going to be for a day or two. They do it every year. If it shuts down this time, it may go dark. Why do you think they've been, all the news agencies here lately, all the publications, newspapers and magazines have been saying, oh, an EMP could put the U.S. in the dark for 18 months. Oh, EMP this, EMP that. You know what it takes to make an EMP? A nuclear device. A nuclear device. Doesn't take much. You set the nuclear device anywhere from 20 miles to 200 miles above the surface and explode it. You don't drop it on the ground and blow a hole in the ground. You explode it in the air, and it lets off electromagnetic pulse waves. And when those shock waves come, it fries everything. It fries the grid. It fries everything. Electronics in your phone, your car, your computer, everything. Your refrigerator, the stores, everywhere. The heater, the air conditioner, everything. And it just so happened we got nuclear devices missing. We got soldiers saying we deployed to North Texas. Why? What's in North Texas? Don't you mean to the South Texas? To the border? No. And another thing the guy said, we're afraid we might have to quell civil unrest. Civil unrest in North Texas? Why? What's happening here? There ain't no civil unrest. I'm in North Texas. Ain't no civil unrest. They know something we don't. They know something we don't. Exactly. Exactly. And the UN Migration Pact, officially, the official signing of the UN Migration Pact of all these nations is going to be December the 10th through December the 12th. See, right now, all of them have agreed verbally that they're going to sign on. Trump has said, we're not going to sign. Mexico, the last president said, oh, yeah, they're in. This one, all of a sudden, this guy's, I don't know about this guy. He's claiming, oh, we're going to fight the New World Order. Blah, blah, blah. You going to sign that pact? We'll see. Oh, Canada's signing it. Out of all the countries in the world, some say 196, some say 204. It's only like 7 countries that said we're not signing. Only 7. I remember in France, they said they're going to be in the streets till after Christmas, burning it up. Burning it up. See, that's the type of stuff that they're going to set off worldwide. Civil unrest. And we're going to need the UN. We're going to need them. That's what they want us to do. We're going to beg for them. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of things going on. Some of it's diversion. What happened to the migrants? They supposed to rush the border. What happened to them? They just kind of like faded to black. They're skipping. It's like it's just 100 of them left. It was thousands of them. Where'd they go? Looks kind of fun. No, no, because it's going to be looting. It's going to be rioting. It's going to be lawlessness. It's going to be a purge. If people know that they can do whatever and get away with it, oh man, people are going to be getting shot. You're going to see dead bodies. It's kind of going to be like when I was a kid, living in a bad neighborhood. I mean, I was 8 years old finding dead bodies. It was nothing. You find a body over here in the creek. We found a maintenance man dead. They blew his head off. It's going to be, man, terrible. Yeah. Well, guys, I mean, we're here now. So a lot of things are scheduled to happen this month. Just every couple of days, something else is supposed to be happening. And at the same time, all basketball games, football games, boxing, mixed martial arts. Are you entertained? It's here, man. It's here. Trump also signed a bill at the G20 about something about bio delivery system. He made it legal for a bio delivery system, and the food. It's something you won't be able to sue over the food. It's going to be more than genetically modified. It's going to be lab grown. A few years ago, you can look this up. Japan learned how to make meat. Meat that you eat. They said they were going to make hamburgers and stuff from human feces. Human feces. This is the type of stuff they're going to be feeding us. This type of stuff we're going to be buying in the stores. And we won't be able to sue. Trump just signed the bill at the G20. And there's something about the bio delivery system. We don't know what that is. Maybe that's the mosquitoes or something Bill Gates is releasing. Who knows? But it's going to affect our fruits, our vegetables, our meat. Still spraying in the air. You notice how many people have all of a sudden got the flu or some type of bug, respiratory illness just all of a sudden last week? It didn't hit me for a day. I got right on it and took care of it. I got 2 brothers that got sick. Same day. What the crap? We spread out. We ain't in the same place. Yeah, man. It's in our water. It's in the sand. It's in the soil. Oh, and then an article came out recently saying that the ghost cities in China, they're saying they're going to be filled soon. They're going to have people soon. China has, 5 to 8 large cities that can hold millions of people, and it's empty. They're empty. They only have people who sweep the streets and stuff like that. No one lives there. No one works there. They said they're going to be filled soon. Don't forget about Deagle.com. It's over 360 million people in the U.S. They're saying by 2025, we'll have something like 90-something million. What happened to the rest of them? Where'd everybody go? Nothing has stopped them. The ballot box hasn't worked. Protesting hasn't worked. So I don't want to be all doom and gloom, but I'm going to start coming with a plan. I've been developing for years to teach us how to go against the New World Order. Because it is a verse. Yeah, it's too late, Rick and Miles. We might not even get to that. We might not even get to that. Taxes are due, what, April 15th? We may not get there. We'll probably be in the dark. World Party 3 will be kicked off. And they already know. That's why they stole all the money. You see all the money that's been coming up with missing. The Pentagon, DOD, everywhere has been stealing money. Banks everywhere. Money just disappeared. Trillions gone. Where'd it go? You know how big that's 13 zeros. 13 zeros. Where the crap did it go? Oh, they just lost. Oh, we don't know. It's just gone. What? You can't fit it in your pocket. You can't even fit it in your car. Where'd it go? Yeah, guys. So I'm gonna start releasing the plan to go against. We got to be the anti. We got to go against the system. Exactly. That's what they want. That's what they want us to do. That's why they're mixing the red ants with the black ants. That's why they're sending migrants who not from this area, telling them, well, under this new impact, ain't no borders. You can do whatever you want. You have rights. Oh, and another thing they just did, the DACA recipients are suing these companies. They're suing because people aren't hiring them. The government has just labeled them a protected class. So they're special. They have rights that we don't have. So now you're gonna come in your job and you're gonna have a DACA person you're supervising now over you. They weren't even born here. They jumped the gate. You did the right thing. You waited in line and did everything the right way. They didn't, and they're over you now. Well, yeah, we also have to define that word Jews. But you're right. I would call them Khazars instead of Jews because they're not. In order to be a Jew in the flesh, you have to be of the Shem. You have to be a descendant of Shem, and they're not. They don't come from Shem. They come from Japheth, Ashkenazi. Yeah. So I have a plan. It's going to go against. I have several plans, and I feel free. John 8:32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Yeah, hell of a situation. So I'm free. I can think. I'm in their playbook. I'm reading their mind. I know what's coming next. I just don't know the exact time when they plan on pushing the button. I can see the signs. I know what's going on. And there's always an antidote. Antidote. There's always for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Yeah, they expect to herd us into the FEMA camps for help. They're going to activate the red list, the blue list, and green list. Genesis 14:14. Abraham had 318 men born in his own house. He had his own army. And this is before he even had a son. That's what it's going to take. We got to pull out of the chapter, what was that? Revelation 18, I believe. It says, come out of her, my people. Come out of her, my people, so that you don't participate in her sin, so that you don't receive of her plagues. Coming out of her is more than just a physical coming out, because we don't know where to go. We don't know which countries they decide to take down and which ones they want to leave up. Basically, we just got to find a way to get out of the system. The stores we shop at, the Fortune 500 stores, are their stores. The jobs we work for, the people we work for, they're their jobs. The fiat currency we use, the money, the credit, it's their money, it's their credit. So we have to find a way to live off the land. Somebody said that a while ago, live off the land, but they're making it illegal. I believe it's under UN Agenda 2021. It's illegal to collect rainwater. You can go to prison for that now. Having a barrel to collect rainwater. At some point, you have to free yourself. I'm free. So we got a big situation coming on. Appreciate it, Looney, for all of his own. Wow. I thought Nebraska was wide open space. You know, they're trying to make it illegal to have like a water well on your property. Yeah, your own water. You know, when I was a kid, my dad is from the country. We used to go down and visit his people. They had a well. We used to drink well water on the land. City water now. Right. So this thing is just a matter of time. It's a waiting game. We just have to make sure we right. We don't know if we're going to live or die. But I know one thing. We got to fight. We got to fight. We can't lay down and give up. That's what they want us to do. Remember the Georgia Guidestones? They said they want to maintain the population of the earth, the entire world. 500 million people. 500 million people. Wow. So right now they're saying it's 7.5 billion on the earth. Where'd the 7 billion go? They just want 500 million. So you see they're working overtime. You know, and I discussed that the Ebola outbreak in the Congo, and the U.S. had trials, the vaccine a couple of weeks ago. You know the CDC owns the patent for the Ebola virus, right? Yeah, we're not screwed though. We have to stick together. This AI is about to roll out. D-wave, quantum computing. In other words, they found a way to give the computers life, to give inanimate objects life, and they said they're tapping into other universes. Demons. Demon-possessed computers. Demon-possessed robots. The U.S. military has developed a super soldier robot that doesn't need fuel, doesn't need battery power, gasoline. It eats flesh. So everything it kills on the battlefield, it can eat it and power up. Yeah. It's bad. Most militaries, most major powers are saying that in 2020 they're going to roll out, yeah, the eater robot. They're going to roll out these robots in their regular armies by 2020. It's 2 years away. Yeah, they do have the sex robots. Yeah, it's supposed to be in Japan. It's a big thing. They said that the men and women in Japan don't have sex anymore. They use robots. Yeah, it's scary. We got to free our minds. We can't let them tell us what to do. We can't let us make. They're trying to make us go against God. That's the new world order. That's the devil's system. What do y'all think, guys? Have y'all heard any of this, seen any of this? Let me know. Let's see what else is on here. Yeah, this thing is serious. We have to learn the difference between illegal and immoral because they're going to make breathing illegal pretty soon. They actually have already done that. Have you heard of the carbon tax? You know, when you breathe, what you breathe out, carbon dioxide. Well, you got to pay a tax now for that. Basically, carbon dioxide is what the plants breathe in, and they release oxygen. It's an exchange. But now they're saying, well, no, it's bad. You can't breathe out. If you breathe out, you got to pay us money. That's the United Nations. That's the New World Order. That's old 41 that's laying down there in the White House. Oh yeah, Pompeo and Netanyahu. Uh-oh. Exactly. Exactly. 40%. They're charging them and they calling it the gasoline tax. But they're saying it's because they let so many migrants in. They can't feed them all. They can't pay for them all. So the citizens got to pay for it. So they charge raising it 40% the tax on the citizens. It's burning, 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 burning. Hmm. And it tripped me out when I saw the cartoon, the comic from 1990 showing Trump as president and he's causing civil unrest because he's trying to build the wall. 1990. We've been played. Yeah, exactly. They're going to be taxed. They're going to the FEMA camps too. Right? Yeah, once their usefulness is done, once they're used to destroy everywhere else and get everybody else to crash, oh, then they'll be cannon fodder too. And coming up in the New World Order, only the ones who accept the little beast will be alive. But we got to stay strong. We got to band together. I ain't going. I ain't going. When I was a teenager, there used to be a guy out of Texas named Mr. Mike. He had a son. They'll never take me alive, the unforgiven. They'll never take me alive. And I plan on living. I want to meet him in the sky when he comes. But if not, I'm still going. The dead in Christ shall rise first. You know what I mean? We all got kids. We all got family. Yeah, it's gonna be some tough decisions to make, guys. Tough decisions. I'm seeing it already. Seeing a lot of people going through a lot of stuff, including me. It's only gonna turn up. It's only gonna turn up. Oh, what? Passing threats along to them. Yeah, man. Like I said, the Bilderberg meeting had the U.S., Donald Trump, Putin, and Russia on there as problems that they had to solve in order to get this New World Order thing going. It looks like they found a solution. The U.S. and Russia are going to destroy each other. Now, we know that Netanyahu is a globalist, but he said he's not, that's right, Armstrong. Bad Babbitt Army, we're strong. So, Netanyahu is a globalist, but he's saying he's not going to sign the UN pact. That's a good thing, but other than that, they're creating a lot of the technology to help enslave us in Israel. greed, man. It's all over money, man. It's all over money. And when you get these AI computers that's supposed to take over on January the 1st, next month, they're not gonna you're gonna be obsolete. They don't need humans anymore. They've already rolled out the driverless cars. They're supposed to have driverless airplanes and helicopters as well. It's gonna get to the point where you only need the elite. That'll probably be the 500 million. Everybody else, cannon fodder. So they're sending these migrant armies to destroy the infrastructure. Soft terrorism. Once it's good and weakened, then they'll send in invading armies in the United Nations. If they know you have weapons, they're coming to get you. If they know you have food stored, they're coming to get you. If they know you don't need them to survive, if they can find you, if they know where they are, if they know where you are, if they know who you are. 9/11, 9/11, red alert, red alert. Yeah. Anyway, guys, it's enough food for thought. I'm gonna be, Lord willing, I'll be starting to release parts of the plan to fight again. Some things are tried and proven. Oh man, I forgot to tell you, the drones are also on the Internet of Things. So while they're in their comfortable bunkers, they have skyscrapers underground. They go like 120 stories down. They're going to swimming pools and all that stuff. They have an electric source to generate electricity, and so they'll have the AI cameras. You've seen the movie Eagle Eye, haven't you? Eagle Eye, and it's another one just like it. And they'll have the drones. They have eyes and ears above ground. They'll know where we are, what we're doing. They even have this stuff out in the forest. 5G towers everywhere. They can beam power down to these things from a satellite. Yeah, they don't need the power plants or nuclear plants anymore. And if the power goes off to a nuclear plant, it's going to explode. The nuclear fusion and nuclear fission will take place and continue to heat up until it explodes. That's all they got to do. Kill the power to the nuclear power plant. It won't be long. They can't keep it cool. It's going to explode. The U.S. has a lot of them. A lot of nuclear power plants. So if it goes dark, guess what? Boom. And the radiation will circle the earth. Millions will die of cancer. It will kill the animals, kill the trees, kill the grass. Yeah, they plan on living underground or living underwater or getting in space. They won't succeed. They'll have a new world order for just a second. It's going to come crashing down on them. Everybody who takes the mark of the beast is going to get a grievous sore, grievous boil. We'll get into that. That's the mingling of the iron and the clay. You can't mix the two. Singularity. Under President O, the other guy, they started experimenting with microchips and brain cells, mixing them together. They've just about perfected it. Microchips and brain cells merge into one. Singularity. Man merges with computer. They're now doing gene editing, CRISPR. They found the gene that makes us age. They're saying they can cut that out. In other words, they're saying they can give you eternal life here on earth. You know how God said man is only guaranteed 120 years? They said they found that code. They can change that code. They can give you eternal life. Yeah, exactly. Ninja Turtles. Yeah. But it's real, guys. That's what we're facing. We're here. We were born for such a time as this. We just got to make sure our house is in order. We don't know if we're going to live or die, but we know we got to fight. And with that said, Beyond Babbitt. Let me say it again. Beyond Babbitt. Your host, Brian Anthony. Over and out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We need to wake as many people up as possible. We don't need this to be gloom and doom. Everybody needs a team, a strong army. And we're going to fight. All right. Love y'all. Peace and blessings. All right. Amen.